What's up, YouTube creators here? Oh, last video we did the front shocks on the Corvette 88 to 96. Now we're gonna do the back shocks, rear shocks right here. Again, we're going with the QA1 single adjustable. Now for the back ones, same idea as the front. This let me see, this right here, 21 millimeter. This right here, 18 millimeter, and this whole mounting thingy right here. This is 13 millimeters. And I believe this one that goes on top of the actual shock is, so man, what's it called, 14, I believe. Yeah. And again, same thing with the washers, just a very specific way to go like this. Then this goes like such, see that, like this. Then you mount the shock, and then you put it on the other end, this one like this, and then the washer on top, and then of course your little nut right here. Let me double check what size it is. 13. Yeah, you just need a 14 millimeter nut right there. All right. Okay. I'm gonna take this shit off, and then I'll show you the rest. Now we're at this point. So I took the shock out. See, there's one. Here's the other one. What you're gonna do? Oh, you don't really need the 18 unless you wanna take that one off. Yeah, you can take this one off. Slide the shock out. You don't really need to take this 21 off. Just take this one off. Anyway, you pull it out. See this mounting bracket right here? Those are the, what's it called? I say 13 millimeter right here. Check it out. These just go straight into the chassis right here. Two of them. So you're gonna just like that. You take your bracket off, and then like you can see the shock assembly right there, the bushing and stuff. This. Bottom ones, put the plate on, and then put the top ones, and then put your nut. But you gotta make sure this nut's tight before you put this on, because then you won't be able to go in there, reach the nut. So you get this whole assembly onto this new shock, and then make it tight, and then you just put the shock back in, slide it right back in there. Okay, now this is for the QA1 shocks. If you're going, like I said before, with the OEM, there should be no issues. I know there's one issue with the QA1 shock fitting the C4 Corvette. See this? This is how the old one mounts. The mounting point on this one is a lot wider. So when you put, let's say, your clamp right here, and you put your nut right here, there's play right there. See that? Like that. So I have to find some washers, so I'm gonna put a washer on this side, and then I'm gonna put a washer on the other side, just so that the shock doesn't have play left and right like that. I mean, I don't. Maybe I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna put it like that, but I want to stay on the safe side and make sure it's not wobbling, even though it's under load. It shouldn't wobble too much, but I'll make sure just put the washers on the side. You do a top washer right here, and your nut, so that the shock is at a fixed spot right here. Got these two washers here. Pretty thick, I said what, about an eighth of an inch washer, stick them right here. And like I said, if you're going with the OEM shocks, there's not an issue, but I'm going with QA1, and that just happens to be an issue because this shocks are meant to fit a lot of different cars, even the C4, but it's just a little mishap right here, but we'll make it work. Okay, now that we got the whole washer situation figured out for this QA1 shock. Cheers, my allergies are killing me. Anyway, here we go. So you put this one, and you put this one. Look at this, it's like this, like such. Then you get your mounting bracket right here. See how it goes? This is the upper side of the shock. Remember, it goes facing down because this is flat right here. You get your let me look. This one. See, as a matter of fact, you can see why the reasons of the bushings matter. This is a way, the specific way to go. See that? Motherfucker. I'm trying to make this shit focus, man. You put this one like this, such like this. Then your top washer right here. Then you get your nut right here. And again, like that's the front shock. Same thing. You got this little indent here, so you can grab it with your little crescent wrench or whatever you got. Make sure it's tight right here. Make sure this whole setup is tight right here. Make sure this bottom side is tight. See how it has this thing so you can hold it in place. I guess you didn't even need to take this off at first, but you know, I use data to make it easier for you to see. Make sure this is tight. This whole little bottom part. Make sure this is tight right here before you even get to mounting. All right. So once you mount it, what I like to do, put the bottom part in right there. See, so you know, it's hard to show you, but you can kind of wiggle it in there, and then you bolt it up, and then that's it. As far as the settings go, again, if you got just regular gas struts, shocks, what's it called, gas adjust shocks, or OEM, or whatever shocks you're going with. I'm just saying this is my setup right here, so it's a slightly different than if you were to just go OEM, then you just in and out swap it out. Anyway, I'll show you the end results in a little bit. Okay, see, now it's on, and I like to keep it from this ones are adjustable on the softer setting, as far as just so I'm able to pull it out and push it back in to make sure, you know, I can just pull it out and adjust it and stuff. But the gas ones, of course, are different because they're pressurized and shit. But anyway, after I get that, you do this one. And I forgot to mention not that it matters because you should have your tools and shit. This one on the rear is a little bit bigger nut than the front. I believe maybe it's a 15 millimeter. Let me check. To the front one, yeah, it's a 15 millimeter right here. The front one is and the front one and this one are 14 millimeters. So, you know, just FYI. But anyway, let me pull this up. Stick it in the hole. Motherfucker. You know what I just realized? Yeah, they're meant because mostly I believe QA1 shocks are meant for cars that are a little bit lower than stock. So yeah, sure enough, the fucking shock doesn't reach. Now that is not an issue. I just have to raise the suspension so I can make it, you know. But that's just like I said again, yeah. If you're going OEM, then you should have issues like this. And I'm not throwing what's it called, a QA1 under the bus for saying these fit the C4 because these do fit, but C4 are kind of sort of simple to work with, but not easy to work with. So I'm not surprised I have to make certain modifications to this shit, you know. Anyway, I got my 21 millimeter right here. Got the fucking shock that doesn't reach, and I have to get my other my jag stands, you know, compress the springs so I can get the fucking bolts up there and make them tight and shit, torque them down. I don't know the specific torque specs, but I'm just saying. But anyway, you get the idea. That's it for this video as well. So if you have any questions, you know, again, don't ask me because I'm not a mechanic. I'm just showing you because, you know. Anyway, that's it for this video. Next video, I guess I'll be doing the sway bar when that comes in, and the tie rods, and the, you know, the bump steer kit. So, alright, fella, man. Peace.